So let's go ahead and get started. Bottom of the deck is, the World card. Wonderful. This is the graduation card. This is cycles complete, karma complete. It's divine timing. It's destined. So you're ending a major cycle. You're clearing major karma. This is soul expansion. This is up leveling. This is a graduation of sorts. All right. It's interesting that you're getting this because all the readings that I've done so far they've all been about clearing karma, closing big timelines, or having the past reemerge to reconcile, to come to a resolution. So I feel like with you all, with the World card, it's like, okay, you guys have completed a major cycle. You have completed a major lesson. You've learned the lesson. It's time to graduate and move on and integrate those new lessons and wisdom into the new phase in your life, the next step. Because what the World card brings, a new cycle, a new beginning. So taking the lessons of the past and integrating and incorporating them into the new future. All right, very exciting. So let me go ahead and flip the cards. Oh, nice. Let me just be quiet for a minute while I connect. Whew. Where to begin? All right, so central to your reading is the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning, an offer of money, maybe a job offer, maybe an award of some sort, or just a windfall that's coming through for you. This could be manifestation energy as well. And it's definitely like this could also be a new beginning in a long-term commitment too. Crossing you is the Four of Swords. All right, it's coming in like this. This is the cross of the Celtic cross. All right, so Four of Swords. It's time to pause. It's time to reflect. It's time to rest, time to meditate. I do get the sense that you've been hard at work on yourselves, Scorpios, hard at work. You've just been putting a lot of time and energy just sort of on yourselves, personally, spiritually, physically, professionally, all that. It's time to say, okay, hang on, let's take a pause. Let's think about this opportunity that's coming in. How are we going to align with it? How is it going to fit into our lives? And are you going to accept the Pentacle? So an aces always represent the possibility of something new coming in. Does it mean that it will happen? That all depends on you. So if you're open and if you're in the receiving mode, then an Ace of Pentacles is coming in for you. So it's time to receive. It's time to get still and get into that receiving mode to allow this offer to come through. Foundational to your reading is you guys, Page of Cups. This could be you. This could be another water sign, another Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Capricorn, or a Cancer. Yeah, I get the sense that this is you lining up with your intuition, tapping into your intuitive creativity, and just, kind of gathering new data, new momentum, and feeling your way through a new situation. And I feel like this is complementing the Ace of Pentacles quite nicely, right? Because this is young energy, and I feel like with the Ace, which is earth energy, and the Cup, which is water energy, I feel like you're balancing your intuition, your feelings with with what's tangible, with what's real. I feel like you're relying on your intuition to make decisions going forward in finances and in career and in family. The Ace of Pentacles can also represent homestead as well. All right. Yeah. So in the recent past is the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is you all moving towards someone. I feel like Scorpios, maybe you're declaring your love to another person. Usually knights are messengers. They're indicators of forward movement. And I feel like you're moving forward with something that you're intuitively aligned with. The Knight is also the most romantic card of the deck. This person wears their heart on their sleeves. They're the most vulnerable, most emotionally available, and the most poetic. So I feel like this is you guys moving forward to declare your feelings and your love for someone. All right. But what's on your mind's eye? Conflict. Yeah, people problems. Perhaps you did declare your love to someone and it created a bunch of conflict. Maybe that person was involved in another relationship and their person found out. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Who's this Scorpio coming in? What's going on? But yeah, I sort of feel like, you know, you're just following your heart. You're following your intuition. And I feel like it's time for you to be with your beloved. And perhaps your beloved is with someone else. Hence the reason why there's conflict here. But what's coming in your near future is Temperance. It's also the Sagittarius card. But yeah, it's everything in moderation. It's not rushing the process. It's not rushing anything. But I feel like by you speaking up and declaring your truth and your feelings for someone, that, yeah, it did create a little bit of a beehive situation. And this card is saying, all right, it's not going to last forever. Just go slow, everything in moderation, and don't force the situation. Because it's saying, I'm hearing, give your person space and time to breathe, time to process, because your person's going to reach out to you and let you know how they feel, right? They may have said, oh, no, you're too late, Scorpio, I'm with someone. But I feel like after giving them the time to reflect upon your offer and reflect upon your words, they may come around and communicate with you. We'll see what they have to say, right? But yeah, patience. How you view yourself, Knight of Swords. Impulsive communication. I feel like you want answers. I feel like you're getting antsy. I feel like you want to rush the process. You just want clarity. You want to know. You want to move forward. And this is a very action-oriented card, very fast-moving, card. And it's like, all right, look, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to move forward. And, are you with me? Are you on board? Because I need to know. But I also feel like this could be online communication, like text messaging, DMs, emails and such. I do get the sense that there is correspondence going back and forth between you and this person. And it can be kind of quick-witted. So just be careful, run your words through a filter, and make sure that that what you want to say is indeed what you want to say, and that it's going to be clearly communicated and not misconstrued or misunderstood. Right? In your environment, you're looking for balance. This is equal give and take, giving and receiving. And I feel like this is what you're trying to strive for, not only in your environment, but also for yourself and for relationships going forward. So I do get the sense that, Scorpio, you are offering love, and you are offering a commitment, and you are offering reciprocity, fairness, equality, respect, mutual respect, right? Hopes and fears is this is the Seven of Pentacles, and you're taking stock of where you've been. What did you harvest? What did you plant? And are you happy with the results? And I feel like this is a metaphor for what have you done on yourself? What sort of healing and soul work have you done on yourself? What lessons have you learned from past mistakes? And I feel like all of that together collectively is showing who you are. You have to understand where you've been in order to understand where you are today and where you're going tomorrow. So this is an opportunity for you to do some soul searching and to reflect and work on who you are today and what it is that you want to manifest for tomorrow. What seeds do you want to plant for tomorrow? What is it that you want to call into fruition? What is it that you want to bring into reality? Is this working for you? Did this formula work for you? If no, why not? What can you do differently? What lessons can you incorporate differently? And what newfound knowledge can you incorporate to increase your abundance, to increase your manifestation power, right? So overall outcome is 10 of Pentacles reversed. So this could be maybe a bit of materialism. This could be the dark side of materialism. Maybe you're overspending. I feel like this is you really looking at your self-worth and looking at your success. And again, looking at where you've been. So I feel like these two cards kind of go hand in hand. Excuse me. What I'm feeling is that you took all the steps necessary to create a successful life, a great job. You drive a really nice car. You have a very nice living space. It could be a single family home. It could be a nice condo downtown, a beautiful apartment with all the amenities. Your wardrobe is on point. You've got the right friends. You're traveling. You've got the life, right? But I get the sense now, Scorpio, that you're questioning that. You're like, do I really want that? And does all that materialism make me happy? And I don't think it is. I think, Scorpios, you're looking for a way to streamline and simplify your life now. And I get the sense that you're going after that Ace of Pentacles and declaring your cup of love to someone to say, hey, I want to create a life with you. I get the sense that this is you either returning to someone from the past or getting the courage to go after someone that you want, that you sort of had your eye on for a while. And it's like, well, shoot, now they were available, but I wasn't emotionally. And now they're in a relationship. F it, I'm going to go let them know exactly how I feel and see what happens. So I get the sense that you're preparing yourself for your next phase. And I feel like you're growing out of a phase of immaturity, of materialism, of overspending. So I felt like all that material, all the material possessions, although very nice possessions, it was a facade masking your pain, masking your insecurities. And I think you now realize you don't need all that anymore. Plus, it's very expensive to keep up that lifestyle. And you're like, well, do I really need to keep putting in all these overtime hours, to get the extra pay so I can afford this lifestyle? You're getting burnt out. You're getting burnt out, Scorpios. And you're like, let me see, am I happy? Did I yield, did my work yield enough results? Is there enough balance, to justify the amount of hours I work and the amount of, personal time I'm sacrificing in order to pay for this lifestyle? And I think you're finding out that it's no longer serving your highest good. It's no longer bringing you joy and satisfaction. And now you're looking at downsizing. And I get the sense that you're going to recalibrate what you're planting for this next season. And you're thinking about, all right, what can I do differently? What can I lose? What can I streamline? And you're redefining personal success and personal happiness. All right, Scorpio? Yeah. Faith reverse, distortion reverse, and restriction upright. Very interesting. So let's start with faith. I feel like you've lost faith in the system. I think you've lost faith in just the direction that you're going in. And I feel like what was controlling you was money. All right. And, money is funny. It can become an addiction, and it can pull you away from your spirituality, and it can cause you to lose faith in what you believe in and who you are and, what it is that you're working on. So money can do that. And I feel like perhaps some of you are getting caught up or have gotten caught up in the materialism of money. All right. And it's time to turn within and return to spirit and connect with spiritual energy and align with it. Because I think that's going to help break this cycle of just spending, of, false security, of creating that facade, that expensive facade of success. Because there is distortion coming through, reverse. And yeah, I feel like there's a distorted sense of reality that you're working through. And I think you're trying to clear this up because you're coming to the realization it's not real. None of this is real. So it's not what I want anymore. And I feel like it was soul consuming, that you were losing yourself to your money, that you were a slave to your money, to your wealth, in order to earn enough to pay for the lifestyle that you've created. And now you're like, no, not working for me. So now you're being asked to reevaluate the truth, the distorted truth, and put it into perspective and return to your faith, right? It's time to do that. Yeah, because without it, I mean, you're stuck in this energy, and it's very restrictive. Yeah. I feel like, again, this money is consuming you. The materialism is consuming you. And I feel like you feel very stuck and out of control. And you're looking for solutions, to get out of this. Because you want more balance in your life, or equal giving and receiving. Because right now you're working, and for what? But this is what you want. This is the environment you want to create, which is balanced harmony. You working enough to earn a nice, comfortable living, and then having your money reciprocate and take care of you in a balanced, harmonious relationship. Something that's healthy, something that's not this. All right? Interesting. This is an interesting message. Okay, Scorpio, so let's go ahead and check in with the Pure Love Oracle with soulmates and twins. Okay, so masculine to his feminine is, I wish I could hug you right now, but I feel that you're moving further away. Yeah, okay. And that's interesting, kind of because what we saw, I feel like you declared your love to someone, or it's opened up and it created problems. So I feel like that person may be pulling away a bit. So the feminine to her masculine is saying, I feel I do not deserve you. I feel rejected by you, and you are not available to connect right now. Yeah. Interesting. So I do get the sense that there was some sort of communication that happened fairly recently. And I feel like, Scorpio, you may have checked in with your person and was like, hey, how's it going? I want to do this again. And you opened up. You're like, I wish I could hug you right now, but I feel that you're moving further away. And your person's like, well, I feel rejected by you. I feel like I don't deserve you. And you're not available. You're not available to connect. So I get the sense that they may be viewing you as emotionally unavailable. And now you're like, well, that was me in the past. I've changed. And they're like, well, that's nice, but I'm with someone else, So again, take it how it resonates, but I do get the sense that the person that you're reaching out to, it wasn't quite well received. I feel like it was like a bit of a surprise, and it was like the timing wasn't right. Had you come sooner, they probably would have been open or available. But I do get the sense that Scorpios, that whomever you're trying to connect with is in another relationship. It's an early relationship, but I think it's, on track to move forward, into something a bit more serious. But again, everyone has free will, and if that person feels like they have a better connection with you, or they want to, after they've thought it over and they want to give it another try, maybe they'll reach out. But you're being asked for patience. Temperance is here in your future, and it's like just everything in moderation. Don't try and force the issue. But I feel like, Scorpios, you're definitely undergoing a transition, a change, and you're changing your ways. And again, we opened up with the World card, in the beginning of the readings, the bottom of the deck, which is graduation. So I do get the sense that you have seen the errors of your ways, and you are taking strides to change your lifestyle. And I feel like you're no longer sort of like that playboy person, or that just sort of that person who exudes success. It's like someone who has the perfect life. They've got the car, the career, the friends, the travel. They've got it all. They've got the life, and now it's like, okay, that was fine for a while. It's no longer fine for me today. And I feel like that lifestyle could have impacted your connection with that person that you're trying to reach out to, because it may have changed you, because like I said, money is funny, and money can be consuming. It can be soul consuming. And, it's time to heal the distortion of money, because money, even though you have it, can also make you feel restricted. Your possessions start to control you. Your money starts to control you. And it does change your personality, and not in a good way. So I get the sense that that's probably what happened with that connection. So I do think you're a hard worker, and I think you are very successful at work and what you do, but I just get the sense that it became too consuming, and I think it changed you enough to your person's like, this isn't working. But now you've seen that and you're like, all right, you're up leveling yourself and you're looking for ways to simplify your life, and you're making the changes, taking the steps that you need to take in order to live a life that's simpler, more authentic for you, and more in alignment with your highest good.